year. Their last home loss was September at the Lake a year ago. The LA Rams gave them the toughest game in the playoffs, but yet they didn't beat them. And one thing the Rams were reminded of, whoever is going to come and beat the Eagles, they better finish the job. Great game between a pair of 2-0 teams, a pair of winning quarterbacks, a pair of winning coaches. Sean McVay, Nick Sirianni, divisional playoff game in the snow, slightly better weather this time. Matthew Stafford intercepted early. Eagles defense, Zach Bond. So now, what are they going to go on 4th and 1 from the 3? It's been the talk all week, and they said they'd call it closer, but maybe not.
Yeah, they missed it, Boom, and I'm okay with the tush push. At some point, the defense has got to stop it.
Well, 2 plays later, first and goal from the 1, the same formation. Jalen Hurts is in there for the touchdown, 7-0. That's very clean for Philly. Yeah. Hey, don't bother us with your tush. At any rate, good job, 7-0. But here comes Stafford, down 7-3, late first quarter. Devontae Adams, this is going to work, folks.
Maybe a little push off, but they didn't call it.
Rams lead at half, 19-7. The young kicker kicked a few field goals, and Jared Verse. Rams defense was on top of the Eagles for most of the game. Nate Landman recovers the ball. Hurts loses it. Next play after the fumble, 1st and goal. He's in the end zone a lot. Kyron Williams from Stafford. That was a good-looking play from the get-go. 26-7. The Eagles win streak over.
Great play call by McVay. Williams beat him to the corner.
26-7. So the Eagles go, you know what? Now what's wrong with our passing game? We had -1 at the half. Nothing, at least for now. A.J. Brown 8. Hurts to Brown. Okay, now they get going. 38 yards. Remember, they got a lot of ladder to climb. Hurts to tight end Dallas Goedert to the house. The Eagles, the last team this year to have a touchdown pass. It doesn't sound right, doesn't it? 26-14. Another tush push, 4th and 1 at the LA 11, late 3rd. First down, Philly. 2nd and goal now at the 9. Hurts, Brown. We got a ball game. It's 26-21. 9 minutes to go in the game. Joshua Carty, 36-yard field goal. Blocked by Jalen Carter. And so the Eagles special teams keeps the game at 5, 26-21. Now, Hurts, Brown had a huge game. Shakes a tackler. 23 yards. Fire up the cheesesteaks. Under 2 to go. 4th and goal from the 4. They got to have it. They do. The Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith, they don't get it to, but the Eagles lead.
Great timing play by the Eagles.
27-26 Philly. Stafford now. Puka Nacua, they couldn't stop him all day. What did he catch? 11. First down. Getting to field goal range. Carty kicked several long ones. Blocked! Again! Blocked! A 44-yarder. Jordan Davis not only blocks, look at the big fella run. He could go all the way. 336 pounds into the end zone.
Boom, he's 6'6". He lost 30 pounds in the offseason, and it shows on the run to the end zone. Outstanding play by Jordan Davis.
But they can say he lost 30 pounds on the play. My goodness, 2 blocked field goals is what the Eagles lean on, in addition to some tush pushes, in addition to the passing game waking up. The Rams played brilliantly, but not enough. Sal Paolantonio after the game, the intrepid one with Jordan Davis.
What a play to end the game, Jordan. Unbelievable. Tell me about it. What happened?
Just comes out to the basics, the details. We knew he was on short low. Just had to block it, get up there. I'm 6'6", for God's sake. I got to get my hands up. But I couldn't do it without a push on my brothers, man. Boys got to push. Ball on the ground, scoop and run.
Scoop and score, man. You ran the whole way.
Yeah, man. Speed never left. But, man, what a game, man.
It's tough. It's definitely tough. I mean, we put ourselves in a position to be comfortable in that game. Obviously the game isn't going to be, we weren't expecting to necessarily sustain that lead the entire time. Obviously that's the goal, but when you're in that position, you expect to capitalize. So it's definitely a little demoralizing.
All right, so there's a lot of things to look at here. 26 final points scored by the Eagles. -1, as we said, passing at the half. The Rams, they sacked them quite a few times.
Yeah.
Barkley had under 50 yards in the game. The Rams had a big lead. But here's the thing. In Philly, the talk all week, even though they're 2-0, even though they're 18-1, your passing game's not good enough. Well, they might have that too, if needed.
Yeah, no doubt, boy. And when you look at this game, it was the tale of two halves. In the first half, the Rams dominated, and they moved the ball up and down the field. But when they got in the red zone, they stalled out. And instead of touchdowns, they had to kick field goals. And so they had a sizable lead. It left the door open a little bit. And in the second half, the Eagles said, you know what? We got this guy named A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, these two wide receivers, and they started to throw the football down the field. And it was the Hurts connection with those wide receivers, mainly A.J. Brown, that led this comeback, because in the second half, the passing game became alive. They left it open. And in the end, we remembered again, there are three phases to every game: offense, defense, and special teams. And to see what Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, because he blocked the field goal also, to see what those two guys did when they blocked the field goal, it showed you the heart of a champion.
I know we want to go back to the Rams here, but one thing we should say is, at some point, people just realize, I understand he plays for a really good team.
Yeah.
I understand in college he played for a really good team. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
He wins games.
Yeah. Yes.
He wins games. The drive was a 91-yard drive, 17 play. My point is, patient, not panic, and it paid off.
He's phenomenal, Boom, and a lot of the times we don't associate him with the great quarterbacks because he does it in a different way. Yes, he can throw the football, but he also uses his legs and runs the football. And so he does whatever the game is needed to win the game. And I think people have to understand it's not going to look like Brady or Manning or Roethlisberger. It's going to look a little bit different, and he's doing it in his own way. And he's one of the top 10 quarterbacks in our league.
Look, the Rams came in the playoffs and almost beat Philly in the snow. They came in on this day and almost beat Philly. They're right there. They're not happy on that plane ride home, but we're not doubting them, are
we? The
we?
Rams thought they should have won last year. They thought they should have won today, and I think they leave this game knowing they are right there with the elite teams in the NFC. When you talk about the Packers, the Lions, the Eagles, the Rams are right there in that category. But when you get in that, when you get it amongst those in the high cotton, be on the details just a little bit more. And today they were not on the details, especially on the red zone early on.
Well, so the Rams come in with their first loss. The Eagles now stay undefeated at 3-0. You mentioned some of the teams. Green Bay and Tampa Bay, both 2-0. How would they fare? Packers' first road game. Jordan Love, they're at the Browns, and they figure they don't need a lot of points, although Cleveland brings the defense. If you don't believe me, watch this. Alex Wright, goodbye. Love is down. Green Bay offense struggling. 3rd and 22, and they're not done, the Browns. Myles Garrett, Aiden Huntington, 3 sacks in the first half.
Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year last year, and well on his way to a good start this season.
3-0 Green Bay at the half, third quarter. Love to Josh Jacobs. Okay, here come the Packers now. Really nice developing screen. Big play for the Pack. 3rd and 7 down to the 19. Love to Dontavian Wicks, who lights it up for 16 yards in the red zone. 3rd and goal from the 3. Couple plays later. Love, the little, am I going to run? No. Am I going to, there it is. Little flick to John Fitzpatrick. 10-0 Cleveland, offensively challenged. Green Bay's got a good defense. It's 10-3 under 4 minutes to go in the game. But for the first time in 10 games, a pick thrown by Love. Grant dealt it. I guess Love couldn't dealt it. And so the Browns defense has them in good shape. 25-yard return, and then the rookie almost had 100 yards in this game. Quinshon Judkins. Browns? We're tied at 10.
Missed all of training camp. Boom, now he's come in. He's running the ball well with the Browns.
Under 3 minutes, the Pack certainly going to pull it out, right? Love to Tucker Kraft. Little tight end flip. Whee! 18 yards, field goal range. Brandon McManus, 43-yard attempt. The kick is up and it's blocked. It's blocked by Shelby Harris. Greg Newsome, the second, does the job. Special teams.
Again, special teams being critical. I love the effort and the layout. Coming off the corner, boom, makes him rush the kick inside. They blocked it.
My goodness, 12 seconds to go in the game. Joe Flacco, David Njoku, 8 yards. Cleveland. Remember, Andre Schmidt had a rough first game. They could have beat the Bengals. They didn't this time. 55 yards. It's no problem. Schmidt delivers, and the Browns upset the Packers 13-10. Give Kevin Stefanski credit. He backed the kicker after the first game, however, said, but those are the type of kicks we expect to make. Stayed with him. He delivered. Matt LaFleur, a surprise loss.
I don't think it was lack of mindset. I really don't. I think it was just we as coaches got to do a better job of putting our guys in better positions, and then ultimately we got to go out there and execute whatever it is we're asking these guys to do.
Now, the Bucks, 50 years ago, first game they wore these, the white creamsicles with Bucko Bruce. What, they had like 100 of the great Bucks back?
A lot of them back. Those uniforms so pretty.
You would have been there. We would have given you the day off, but Mecca Pete Abuka from Baker Mayfield. They're at home against the Jets. Look, my one hand.
His receiving skills, boom, as a rookie, are already refined.
30-yard game, Baker Mayfield to Mike Evans. I tell you what, the Bucks 2-0, looking to beat the Jets up 10-6. Tyrod Taylor starting for the concussed Justin Fields. Antoine Winfield Jr. knocks the ball loose. Vita Vea, the big guy. He's on it. Field goal, Tampa Bay 13-6. Taylor under pressure. Intended for Garrett Wilson. Jamel Dean. He could go all the way. Fitting Bucks defense touchdown.
No doubt. Pressure on Taylor. Dean jumps to pick. Touchdown, Bucks.
Throw.